Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. We're sticking to kind of the Indonesian theme. We're making grilled aubergines with an amazing kind of tomato sambal oelek sauce. So it's, except for the shrimp paste, vegetarian. But don't leave the shrimp paste out because that gives you a good extra kick. So before we have a look at the board, as always, if you're not supporting the channel yet, please do so now by clicking that subscribe button and checking the bell icon so that you get notifications every Tuesday when a new episode is out. Now let's have a look at the board. As you can see, it's still tomato season in Switzerland, so we have Swiss tomatoes, we have cherry tomatoes, and these Peretti, I think they're called. We have our aubergines. I kind of like these small thin ones, but you can make it with normal big aubergines as well. We have some coriander, that's just to decorate on top and give a bit of the Asian touch to it again. We have some deep fat fried shallots. We have some normal shallots, well, raw shallots. It's the Asian kind, the really small ones, but you can do with the big ones as well. We have our homemade sambal oelek. As far as I know, a classical sambal oelek is just chili peppers and salt. This one also has lemongrass in it and what else? Ginger. So lemongrass and ginger all in here. This keeps for quite a while in the fridge. I made this, I think 3 weeks ago, and it's still potent. And last but not least, we have some tamarind water. I think I showed you that in the beef rendang last week. But let's start with what we need to get on first, what takes the longest, and that's the tomatoes. We're gonna prep them, which is very simple. Then we're gonna get the whole thing started. First we fry off the sambal, then in with the tomatoes, and then we're gonna reduce, mix it up, reduce. Well, first the shallots go in actually, before the sambal, then the tomatoes. While that then is on there cooking, reducing away, we're gonna prep the cherry tomatoes. They are gonna be served whole together with the aubergines, but we need to peel them. So we're gonna crisscross them like I showed you a couple of times, blanch them quickly, put in cold water and peel them. And when everything is ready, we're just gonna put these on the grill quickly. But we'll take that step when we get to it. Now let's prep these first and then let's move over there. So let's get these going. You just cut them in half and then we slice them up like this. If you saw the butter chicken one, it's very similar to what we did there. You don't have to worry too much what this looks like because we're gonna put the blender in and mix it up really well. So, and then strain it so there's gonna be nothing left of structure. But obviously you need to cut them a bit because otherwise it will take forever. I'll see you once this is done and then we'll actually be over there. We'll start with the onions as I said, then the sambal and then the tomatoes. I'll see you in a bit. I'll start off with a little bit of oil and in goes our shallots. Again, we just want these to become translucent, not really any color on them. Now we can go in with our sambal oelek. As I mentioned, this is a really potent one, so since my daughter is having this as well, I'm only putting in like half a tablespoon. That's going to be plenty. But if you like it's very spicy, then by all means add something like a tablespoon. Add a good tablespoon of tamarind water, too, and our tomatoes. Mix it a bit. Now we're basically going to let this liquidify. So I will see you in maybe 20 minutes or so. I guess I'm getting old because in the last couple of episodes there's always been something I forgot, and I forgot to show you this when we went through the ingredients. This is palm sugar. I'm gonna cut this up and put it in as well. Start with half of it. In we go with that. Mix that in as well. And now I promise I will leave you for about half an hour. We've done half an hour. Now it's time to get in with our mixer and mix it really well. And now we strain it. So we bring it back to a boil. We strained it nicely. It's only the nice kind of tomato sauce left. Now the color of it will depend on what kind of tomatoes you use. And obviously if it's not tomato season, you can always go for the canned Peretti. But let's continue reducing this, and then we're going to have to make sure that it tastes okay. We need to add salt for sure. Maybe some more of the palm sugar. We'll see. But in the meantime now, we'll prepare the cherry tomatoes. So we have our cherry tomatoes. And this is a perfect in-between job. We have our tomato sauce cooking there. I'll put on a pot of water so that we can blanch these. And the first thing you have to do is just cut across on both sides. I'm going to put them in a strainer, and then we'll just hold the strainer into the boiling water, and then we can transfer it straight out of the boiling water into cold water that I will put here. So get your tomatoes crisscrossed. So cold water, crisscrossed tomatoes, and we just hold them into the not quite boiling water, but hot enough. I like to move them a bit. I don't know if that helps, but in my mind it does. That's about 30 seconds. When you see that they're starting to crack, that's when you take them into the cold water. And they're already starting to peel nicely. And this is a bit of work, but you want to remove the peel and you want to have that left. So I will leave you to do that. And we'll move over there and finish off the sauce. And then we basically only have once that's done, we have our aubergines left, and that's it. So it's not really to the consistency we want it yet, but let's give a really good pinch of salt. A little bit of soy, maybe a tablespoon. I'll give this a little try. That's enough spiciness. It's quite a bit more of sweetness. So we have the rest of the palm sugar that we had. That's coming along. A little bit more soy sauce. Another tablespoon. And some more salt. Another good pinch. And let's see if we have it now. Yeah, that's perfect. So we're basically done on the stove. Tomatoes are peeled. Sauce is ready. Grill is on. I won't film it, but I'll put these on the grill and then come back when they're done. In the meantime, we can put our peeled cherry tomatoes into our tomato sauce. So they can slowly warm up there. It's only on 2 out of 9 at the moment, just to keep warm. And I will go out and grill these, and I'll see in a bit when these are done. They look a bit different. They look burnt. They should be burnt because we're going to peel them now. I'll just show you one, and then we'll do it separate. Don't even have to show you. But just slice them open. Get yourself a spoon. And then go in and peel out the nice meat inside. So I will do this now for all of these, and then I'll see you again when we're ready to plate it. Before we start plating this up, it If you stuck with me this far, there must have been something you enjoyed about this episode. So do me the huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. It's just down there. It's a small little thumb, just hit it. It really helps me to kind of spread my Görgött gospel in the YouTube universe. So please do me the favor and hit that thumbs up. Now let's start. We start with just placing some of the grilled aubergine. Now it's up to you, portion sizes. I think this is good enough for me. Now we come with our tomatoes. You see we have our cherry tomatoes in there. And we just cover them. Like that. And my top camera just ran out of batteries, but I think we didn't miss anything. Now for the last touches, some of our crunchy onions. And our chopped coriander. And there we are, our grilled aubergines with a kind of Indonesian-inspired tomato sauce based on a sambal oelek. Let's dig in. Let's get in here. Get a little bit of everything. This is good stuff. And it's really healthy. You have the smokiness from the grilled aubergines. You have the spiciness from the sambal oelek. But it's not too much. It doesn't punch in the mouth. It's there. It's very good. You have the freshness of the coriander, a bit of the crunchiness of the shallots on top. It's a really nice, well-rounded dish. Now, I didn't come up with this dish myself. I had it in a really good restaurant here in Zurich called Kin. They kind of make Asian-inspired dishes with local produce, and they serve this. And I asked the chef there if he could give me the ingredients, because I wasn't sure what was in it. And he kindly did so. He shared it with me. So Beni, a big thank you to you for sharing this with me. It was well worth it. I'm going to enjoy this now with my family. I hope you enjoyed this with me. Try it at home. Now, don't forget, before I go, if you're not subscribing yet, please do so. Click the subscribe, click the bell icon, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the dish. Let me know what you want to see in the future. Let me know anything you feel like. But that's it for today. Take care. Bye-bye.